this sort of opened up the door for you to come to New York Comic Con as well.
It sure did. Yep, I was a special guest at New York Comic Con, and we had a cosplay panel where we met fans of the show, and we asked, and people asked us questions and stuff like that. Um, and it was amazing. It was incredible. New York Comic Con is absolutely epic, and I'm going back again. I didn't go back. I didn't go this year, but I'm going to make sure to see if I can go this year because it was incredible being a guest, and then meeting Jeremy for the first time in
Yeah,
person.
let's talk about that too, because obviously you were a guest.
Yeah.
And what was that like? Because New York Comic Con is a very big con. It's very busy, a lot of stuff's going on. It services a lot of people, a lot of different elements, both comics, pop culture, just people who say, I've never been to a Comic Con, also people who are diehard anime fans as well. And so what was this like? Because now you're on a very big platform. I think New York Comic Con surpassed San Diego. I think it's one of the largest pop culture conventions. I don't know if it's the largest convention in the world, but I know it's the largest, I think, comic convention.
I didn't know that. Okay.
What was that
Well,
like? Because crazy.
you know what? It was humbling. It was humbling. I'm a very humble guy. So no matter how big I make it, or no matter how many big gigs and special guests that I get, I'll always remain humble. It was humbling for me. I walked in there peacefully with the peace of mind. I didn't walk in there all stuck up and acting like I'm all that. I don't like cosplayers like that. I just walked in just appreciating and thanking my God for elevating me and putting me on this platform to do what I do. That's what it felt like for me. It felt like this is what I was supposed to do. This is what I'm supposed to do, and so I'm humbled about it. So that's how it felt to me.
And then even going further into this, obviously following this, I know you did Wizard World. I think you've done LA Comic Con.
Yeah.
You did Fan Expo in Chicago as well. And so what was this like? Because becoming a guest is very interesting because it is a responsibility. In a lot of ways, when you're a fan, you could act one way. When you're a guest and a con is flying you out, they're bringing you out, whether you're being paid or it's a free ride and they're taking care of you, you have to act as a representative of that con. So you can't, for lack of a better word, you can't tell a fan to fuck off.
Oh, no.
But the thing is that as a fan, I can act differently, right? Versus if I'm a guest at a con is the point I'm getting at. And so what is that like? Because now you've crossed over where this is a job. You're being treated as a representative. So, and then also you have a booth and you're selling things and you're interacting and you might be judging something or you might be on a panel where you are a draw for the con to a degree. And so what is that like? Because that's a very complicated thing because it changes the way where now you're in business.
Yeah.
Being just a cosplayer. Now you are a brand. Now you are potentially selling tickets or you're answering a area where the con is weakened. And
yes,
what is that like? Because, and not to disparage, I'm not saying they're weak as in they did something wrong, but they realize that they need cosplay guests there, much like they need, a superstar celebrity there. But I digress.
Yeah, it feels a little like pressure, similar to cosplay, because as a special guest, you have to just keep in mind that hey, I'm going into this professionally. So that means being professional with everything, being professional with other cosplay guests, being professional with the fans, being professional with myself, how I carry myself,